BudgetBunny here, and I'm really sorry that it has been a while since you guys have really seen me. I'm here with our 5-year-old Holland Lot Honey. She's just having a snuggle with me, but I'm just filming on her bed today because that way if she wants to hop around, she can, but she's gotten pretty snuggly in the last month for obvious reasons. So basically I just wanted to come on and do kind of an updates video, let you guys know why I've kind of been gone for a bit and what you can look forward to, what's going on and changes to the channel and things like that. So I also wanted to address a few common questions I've had about Rocky's passing. As you guys probably know, in between February and March we lost both our hamster Scarlet and our first rabbit Rocky, and both of them were considered kind of senior animals, and it happened within about 6 weeks of one another, so it's just kind of been a hard time for me, and I've needed to cope with their passing and of course look after Honey in the meantime. So that's why I've kind of been absent from YouTube. So the other reason I've been absent from my other channels is because we've been renovating the basement, which is really exciting because Mr. BB and I spend a ton of time downstairs watching TV. That's where we eat our dinner, and so it'll be great when it's all done, but it's just kept us really busy. Hello, little miss. For those of you that don't know, this is our Tortie, Callie. And my other cat, Charlie, is hanging out right there. I'm not sure where Indy is. He likes to sleep in the closet usually in the day, so I'm sure that's where he's hiding out right now. So I just kind of needed a break to get over both of those losses, and life has just been keeping us really busy lately. So the other thing I wanted to address was the cause of Rocky's death, and that's why I also was putting off making this video for a bit, because I needed time to heal and get over this loss myself as well. So some people have been asking me what it means to have a stomach flip, and can other animals get this, and kind of what happened. So basically rabbits have an extremely sensitive digestive tract, so small changes in diet or really watery vegetables like celery or iceberg lettuce, things like that can bring on bloat or gas in bunnies. And some of them just have such a sensitive digestive tract that it's very common with them. Blockages can also happen if your rabbit ate something it shouldn't have and it gets stuck in their intestines. And basically what happens when the stomach flips is that there's either a blockage or so much gas that it causes pressure and causes the stomach to twist, which then cuts off the stomach from the intestine, so everything stops. And with rabbits and the way their digestive system works, they always need to have that system going. When it stops, when they stop eating or pooping, that's called stasis, and it's deadly. I've seen on various websites where they say if your rabbit's not eating or pooping within 12 hours, you need to get them to the vet. I would say it's sooner than that. So we got Rocky there first thing in the morning. He had like 4 or 6 hours since original symptoms happened, and it was still too late. So please take it very, very seriously. This unfortunately all happened in the wee hours of the morning for us, so we did everything we could, and we were the first appointment for our vet of the day. We rushed him there, and it's very, very serious. So some people were asking whether or not other animals get this. This is something that is very common in larger breeds of dogs, especially those with a large chest cavity. So dogs who inhale their food really fast are more prone to it. That's why you see those dog dishes that have like the weird divots and things to force your dog to eat slower. And or the other thing is it can happen from, you know, eating kibble or pellets if you're a small animal, and then consuming a large amount of water right after, because the consumption of the water when the stomach is full can cause the stomach to expand. I think it's like 5 times the size in a matter of minutes. That can cause it as well. For Rocky, we don't know why it happened. So my vet had told us he's never seen a case of bloat unless the rabbit was very young and the people like just gave them a whole bunch of veggies at once, like iceberg lettuce and really watery vegetables, because some people unfortunately just think they can eat whatever and they can't. And but Rocky was 7 years old with never having a digestive upset. The other thing that could have been was a blockage, but again, he hadn't gotten into anything or eaten anything like blankets or anything that would have caused that to happen. So the only other option would be a surgery, which in Rocky's case wasn't an option for us at all because his body had already dropped about 4 or 5 degrees when we got there. His body was shutting down. My vet said that, you know, it would be cruel to even attempt the surgery and he probably wouldn't make it out of it. He said he really felt it was a blessing anyways, because whatever was going on to cause the stomach to flip, even if we had gotten there sooner, he would have recommended the exact same thing, because he said a senior rabbit being put through such an invasive surgery would have been, you know, really hard on the rabbit. It would have been a really difficult recovery if he even made it through surgery. And once the stomach flips, it's more likely to happen again too. So it was an easy decision to put him down and do what was best for him. But of course it broke our hearts and it's been hard to cope. As soon as we got home, we moved Honey upstairs to the family room, and she was of course so excited in the beginning because she had all this space and she thought she was out for floor time, and then by the second or third day I noticed her loss of appetite, her acting more lethargic, and so we moved up Ollie and Willow and put them in an adjacent pen to keep her company, which did help. Her appetite improved and she started eating her veggies again. Over those few days I didn't get any sleep at all because I was up with her just worried about her, force feeding her critical care just to ensure that if she wasn't eating as much, she was still getting the fiber she needed to keep her gut moving. But yeah, putting Ollie and Willow beside her really helped. And then the next thing that we did was try to bond her with Ollie and Willow. And the reason I decided to do this is because Ollie, Willow, and Honey are all senior rabbits. So the idea was if I had a trio and one passed away, then the other two wouldn't be left by themselves. The one thing that's been more painful for me has been seeing Honey suffer and Honey being lonely, and rabbits are so incredibly social. And yeah, so we tried that for a bit, and at first it seemed to be going pretty well. Ollie is just, he's got the most amazing temperament. He was totally fine with Honey just being a part of their life and just kind of accepted her right away. Willow started nipping just a little bit. Honey would try to put her head down for Willow to groom her, and Willow would nip. And at first we just figured they were just working out who was going to be boss. And so we were trying to work past that, and as sessions got longer, Willow started to get increasingly aggressive to the point where we did a 45-minute session and Willow just wouldn't stop full out attacking Honey. And thankfully, like, I was right there, so I split everything up, and other than some hair missing and Honey had a little scratch on her little mouth and on her ear, but no blood was shed or anything. And I just decided at that point that it wasn't the right thing to do. I also didn't want to wreck Willow and Ollie's bond when I put them back in their pen after this final session. They weren't getting on all day, and I feel like Willow and Ollie's bond is a very special bond because Ollie does have heart problems, so I feel very lucky that they have one another, and I don't want to mess that up. And I also didn't want to put Ollie under a ton of stress because he has a heart condition. So that's why we decided that at this point we wanted to adopt a friend for Honey, and that's when I contacted the Toronto Humane Society, who worked with us to find the right friend for Honey Bun. And as you guys have seen in my previous rabbit video, Welcome Home Sebastian, I think I called it, we brought him home last weekend, so we're very excited to have this little guy join our family. I'm going to do a, well, I did do like a vlog video about his adoption story and everything to give you guys some more information. I also realized I need to tell you guys a little more about our newest hamster, Aurora, because like I said, it's just been kind of a hard couple months and I just needed a bit of a break to take care of the furries and myself and my family. And the only good thing I can say that's come out of this is that Honey is much more affectionate with my husband and me, and not that I would have ever wanted anything like this to happen to be the cause of her affection. It has been really nice to have her seeking out our affection a little more, and like, she would have never sat with me like this. I'm not forcing her to sit here. If she wants to move, she can. You wanted to go somewhere, baby? There you go. Don't dig at my foot. You're just gonna lay there instead? Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about are all the other videos that have been kind of filling the gaps while I took this break, and they've been focused on the other pets. And that's because if you've been a long-time subscriber, you know originally I just shared all my pets on this channel, and then last year I had the brilliant idea of starting their own channels for each type of pet, because we do have a multiple pet household. So this was great in theory, but in reality I don't always have content or time to upload on those channels, so I couldn't grow them the way I wanted. I didn't want to put out a video just to put out a video. I wanted to put out a video that I felt was worth sharing, and I'm just too busy. I've opened my store, life, looking after these guys all takes priority, and I love being on YouTube and sharing with you guys, but I can only do so much in a day. So that's why I've decided, instead of posting, you know, before it'd be like a month in between videos on 12 Furry Paws, which was our cat channel and things like that. So instead of having those gaps, I'm consolidating my channels back down to BudgetBunny and then my personal channel, which is Crystal Chantel. So you will see all of the pets on this channel from now on. Now that being said, right now you're seeing a lot of those videos because I'm consolidating channels and moving all of those videos back onto this channel. But once that happens, they'll just be once in a while. And I mean, if you're not interested in the cats or the dogs, then you don't have to watch those videos, but it's just been too much to try and keep up with. And managing comments too, I think I'm pretty good to keep up with my comments on this channel, but because I'm usually logged into BudgetBunny, I often wouldn't see comments on my other channels for a couple weeks, and I don't like that either. I like to kind of stay connected with you guys. I did also want to thank everyone so much for all of your love and support and your lovely comments when Rocky passed. It was just so comforting to know how many people he touched, and that he's made a difference in all of your lives too, because he certainly made a difference in mine. And so thank you for that. The one other thing that I would like to say about our pet channels, I am going to do an updated Meet the Pets, because some people who haven't been a part of BudgetBunny that long are a little confused about what animals we have. And I do also want to let everyone know who doesn't know already that Ella, our Pacific Parrot, passed away in June of 2014. The reason you're seeing videos of her is again because I'm combining my channels and moving those videos onto this channel. So please know that, you know, she passed away last year. We're perfectly fine. Hey, do not poop on here, please. So she passed away last year, but I still want her videos to be seen, and a lot of the videos I was doing before she passed were of us clicker training, and I hope that it'll help someone else as well. But I did want to give you guys a heads up about that, because eventually I'll be sharing the tribute video that I had done as well. And that's the tough thing about moving these over. She's the only one that's passed out of all of the animals that I'm sharing right now, but that's why those videos are popping up at this point in time. Other than that, we've had a few sessions of bonding with Honey and Sebastian. It's going really, really well. Of course, I am filming every step of the way, and I also filmed when I was trying to do the trio so that I can hopefully make some videos for you guys to kind of show interactions and everything and give you some basic steps. But if you are looking for a friend for your rabbit, please remember, first off, that your rabbit needs to be spayed or neutered before you introduce another spayed or neutered rabbit to them. Introductions need to be done on neutral territory, which is an area in your house they've never been in before, so the bathtub is a great place to start. And I would highly suggest contacting your local small pet rescue or the Humane Society. The reason we went with the Toronto Humane Society is because they offer meet and greets, so you can bring your fixed rabbit in. They set up 2 pens with, and then what they did for us, they had 3 or 4 different possible rabbits, and then we watched their interaction and see how they behave towards one another. Now, the one that we picked was actually the first one that they brought out, because Honey was only showing positive behavior, and so was he. And because we just loved his story and wanted to give him a home as well, because he is 3 years old and the rest of them were pretty young, and usually the younger ones get adopted out first. So I think that's it from me and Honey. So I just wanted to thank everyone again for being there for us and for subscribing to our channel. I think we're at, was it 20,000 or 22,000 subscribers? The number doesn't really matter to me so much. It's just the support and that you guys are enjoying our videos. But wow, that is a lot of people. So thank you so very much. I do have more health and care videos kind of planned. It just, this year is not working out the way that I thought it was going to. Hey baby, it's not how we thought it was going to work out. But it's all good. Alright guys, so that is it from me and Honey, and thanks for watching. Bye!